What did ancient humans trade before money existed? You might think of seashells or salt or shiny rocks, but the truth is far more fascinating. Spoiler, it was worth more than gold. Imagine you are a hunter-gatherer 10,000 years ago. You've just had the luck of a lifetime. You brought down a mammoth. You have hundreds of pounds of fresh meat, but there's a problem. No refrigerators, no salt for curing. In 3 days, this wealth will rot and be worthless. So what do? You don't sell it. You don't hoard it. You give it away. In the eyes of an ancient human, meat in your neighbor's stomach was much safer than meat on the floor of your cave. Why? Because you weren't just giving a gift. You were creating an invisible bond. Anthropologists call this the gift economy. By feeding your tribe today, you are buying insurance for tomorrow. You are saying, I'm helping you survive now, so that when I'm old or sick or simply unlucky in the hunt, you will do the same for me. This wasn't just kindness. It was the world's first and most stable financial system. Your bank account was the memory of your community. Your credit score was your reputation for being generous. If you shared, you were wealthy. If you hoarded, you were a nobody. And in the Ice Age, being a nobody meant you wouldn't survive the winter. Now, let's jump forward to today. We live in a world of numbers. We measure our security by the balance in our apps. We've been told that as long as we have enough money, we are safe. But is that true? Money is just a tool, a medium for exchange. But as we saw in our previous videos about debt and economic collapses, money can vanish, currencies can fail, banks can close. When the system shakes, we realize something our ancestors knew by heart. You cannot eat gold. You cannot hug a bank account. In the modern world, we've replaced sharing the mammoth with networking and social capital, but we often forget the core purpose. We treat people like transactions. We ask, what can this person do for me? Instead of, how can I contribute to this tribe? Your biggest financial security isn't the money in your bank account. It's the people around you. Think about it. If you lost everything tomorrow, your job, your savings, your home, who would let you sleep on their couch? Who would bring you a hot meal? Who would help you find your next opportunity? That network is your prehistoric survival instinct translated into the 21st century. In the cave, sharing meat made you a hero. Today, sharing your knowledge, your time, and your genuine help makes you wealthy in a way that inflation cannot touch. So, here is a question worth reflecting on. Who are you sharing your meat with today? Are we building a pile of digital numbers? Or are we building a circle of humans who actually have our back? In a world that often feels increasingly lonely and unstable, perhaps the most grounded thing we can do is invest in people. Because when the economic winter comes, and history shows us that it eventually always does, the ones who survive aren't necessarily those with the most gold. They are the ones who remembered how to share the mammoth. The cave taught us that wealth isn't what you keep. It's what you give away when it matters most. Thanks for watching. If this perspective gave you something to think about, feel free to share it with your tribe. And thank you for spending your time here.